So you know what that means. You know what that means, right, Blunty? Well, number one, we talk about watches
Uh,
for 5 minutes.
you play Getting Over It.
Yeah! And then you read me questions. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is where I left off. I don't know. I may have played since then. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
John
oh no, no, no.
says, what minimum wattage soldering iron for big motor pad lead soldering? I see
So,
so much cold soldering on Reddit.
so interestingly, having a high wattage soldering iron will make your iron heat up quickly, but an iron with like a good oh no, 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 come here. An iron with like a good heating element, good in thermal design is so much more important than just raw wattage. Oh, come on. So there is no wattage number that. Oh, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing. A bad iron with high wattage is not gonna do well for you. And a good iron with like a middling wattage, like 45 or 60 watts, is really all you need. And the rest is just in the thermal design of the iron. So you need a good quality iron with a good design, but raw wattage, like you need temperature control and then good thermal design, but raw wattage alone isn't the answer. And if you're working with like a good quality 45 or 60 watt iron and you still can't get like solder pads to melt, there's something either wrong with your iron or wrong with your technique. You know, like your tip may not be clean or you may not be using flux. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, so don't focus on pure wattage. You may need a bigger tip to hold more heat, that kind of thing. Oh, no, no, no. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't go down. Yeah, that would be my advice. No,
Just
no,
got a
no.
Beta FPV Meteor Pro 65. 10 flights in, the motor came off. All 3 screws came off in flight. Is this a thing everyone knows to check for?
Well, you shouldn't ideally have to check your motor screws on a brand new bind and fly. I probably wouldn't. I probably would just go fly it, and if they after just 10 flights, if they came off, I'd be annoyed. Someone out there is going to be like, "Ah, man, you should have checked it." I probably wouldn't, and I'd probably be annoyed that that happened. I would say your chances of getting a refund or something from Beta FPV probably pretty. Come here, you sob. Probably pretty low, based on that. You never know. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get them to send you a spare motor that you will replace on your own time. And maybe from now on, you'll just double check those screws. You know? You'll be like, oh, I need to do that. But I got to tell you, I wouldn't blame you for not checking them. I assume when I buy a bind and fly that it's going to come out of the box with freaking tight screws. Okay, guys, here we go.
Yeah, I think on a whoop is specifically where I would not check it all the time. Like
Yeah,
every other drone I own, I'm checking all the time, right? Like you're crashing and you're maybe you build it or
yeah.
maybe you bought it, but you're typically checking pretty often. But like a whoop, I gotta say I'm rarely checking the screws on a whoop, and maybe I need to do that more. But yeah,
I've never lost the motor on a whoop due to the screws coming loose. Okay, moment of silence. Here we go. Nope. Fail. 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 No. Oh, fail. Fail.
Bruce. So
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Okay.
we happen to have a lot of people here who don't know how this game is working. You're actually using the mouse right now, so for
Yes.
people who don't know.
So the mouse, see the little white circle? That's me moving my mouse. And by moving the mouse, I move the hammer. And then if I like put the hammer down here and I push the mouse down, he levers himself up. So this dude's got some wicked wrist strength. And then the hammer can kind of like grab onto things. So like I'm kind of defying physics here, right? But that's just how the game works. And then you can like whip yourself around and you're trying to climb up here. And they call this a rage game, but I find it kind of meditative. Because if you fall, you just keep going. Like I could screw up here and whip myself around accidentally. You have to be really careful with the mouse here and not like accidentally just chuck myself off this freaking thing. See, I almost did it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So what you got to do here is you got to toss yourself up, and you got to catch the upper side of this rock. But if I just swing wildly and hit right here, I'll throw myself off to the left, and I'll fall way back down, which I don't want to do. So I'm getting pretty good at this one. He said, can I toss myself up there? I'm not sure I would risk that. I'm going to do this the chicken way, the coward's way. The coward's way is to pogo this. Oh, no, the coward's way is to just reach up and grab. And then there's a real subtle art of if you move the mouse too fast, the hammer slips. And if you move it too slow, he's not putting enough pressure on it and it slips. So there's this real subtle art. I'm pretty sure you can pogo this. Oh no, do I come up here and pogo from here? I think I do. Hold on. This is the tough one. Yeah, you pogo from here. Or maybe you can even just reach up. Don't fall. Okay. Now I can reach up here. Okay, I got this. Okay, real slow, because I don't want to throw myself. I want to go nice and slow. Now we're looking good. Okay, now... Okay, we're past the orange jump. So I can still screw this up by pushing myself off the wall there and throwing myself to the side. Oh, God, I almost did it. Oh, that was so close. I almost chucked myself right up the hill. Okay, back down the hill. Okay, so now...
All right, we got a super chat.
Oh, tell me what the super chat is. I gotta read this.
MG says, thoughts on X-Plane 12 with PX4 integration?
I have no thoughts about that. I don't even know what that is. I mean, PX4 is Pixhawk Flight Controller, which is, it's a Pixhawk Flight Controller. I don't know. X-Plane 12, I don't know what that is. This sounds like completely out of my wheelhouse.
X-Plane 12 is some kind of advanced flight simulator. That one I've not heard. I've heard of X-Plane before, but not X-Plane 12.
Yeah.
And there is apparently a project to connect X-Plane to PX4 software in the loop to simulate drone flight in X-Plane environment.
Oh, that's cool. No, but I don't know shit about that.
Yeah.
I don't have. I think that sounds cool. I don't really have a. Oh yeah, see, I'm getting good at the hat jump.
Just barely out of the channel's wheelhouse, I would say.
Yeah.
As far as PX4 and
yeah, like I've started doing a little bit of familiarization with ArduPilot in the hopes of getting a little more familiar with ArduPilot, but then you got PX4, which is like adjacent to ArduPilot, but not ArduPilot. This one's gonna. I'm okay at this at the anvil jump, but it's gonna take me a couple tries. The secret to the anvil jump, I think, is so if you just put the hammer here and pogo up, you don't go high enough, and you can't go further by like jerking the mouse even further. Like it doesn't work like that. What you have to do is you can get a kind of a springy like do you see that the hammer bends slightly? When I push down, do you see the hammer bends? Do you see it? Right there, it's bending. The hammer has a little bit of springiness in it. And you can manipulate the springiness, you see, to go further. And so you carefully, time and watch how it moves. There's a lot more nuance than you think when you first start playing this game. There's a little bit of springiness in the hammer, and it makes you able to manipulate that in various ways. Okay, looking good.
Super Deluxe says the goggles 3 have 2 cameras on the front. Only one of them is used for pass-through mode. Why? Is that true?
No, I think they're stereo. Aren't they stereo? I think they're stereo.
All right. He seems convinced there's only one of them being used, but I'm not sure. Wouldn't that mean you're seeing it from one side?
Yeah, it would.
Brandon Bean says 2 cameras are used for 3D mode.
Oh, is 3D mode something that can be turned on and off? That would make sense because it might get headache inducing. Honestly, I've never. I used the pass through when I first got the G3, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I like never used it again. And sometimes I turn it
Brandon
on
says
by
if,
accident and forget how to turn it off, and I'm super annoyed that it exists.
Brandon says if you use 2D mode, like with PIP mode enabled, then it just uses one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brandon
Interesting.
Beans. Why don't you go join Brandon Beans' Patreon? Okay, here we go. This one's gonna be no problem. Okay, looking good. Now we come to. I'm gonna have to push up here. Oh no! See, I almost accidentally just threw myself right back down there. Now we come to the bucket jump, and the bucket jump. There's the fast way to do the bucket jump is to pull off that ledge, pop up here, come on the right side of the bucket, and pull yourself up and catch the ledge. But I still can't get that reliably, so we do the bucket jump the long way. Okay, awesome. Looking good. I usually get this on the first try.
Okay, I got another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I fly a 3.5-inch Cinewoop comfortably inside and outside? I want to build my first drone to film real estate and work-related stuff, but I also like the idea of flying it outside for fun.
Yeah, I think that's not out. Oh, don't ride the snake. I think that's not out of the question. He's going to have to fly it slowly and carefully indoors, and it's going to make a lot of wind, so it's like going to blow stuff around. But I think that's not out of the question. Inside and outside.
Yeah, it's very doable. Just know that like that 3.5 inch Cinewoop size, yeah, like you said, it's very loud and there's a lot of wind.
Yeah.
So you have to make those considerations when you're doing a fly through. If you're doing that for like, I mean, we've talked about this before, especially on the news, but like, unless you really need the FPV shot, it is rare in real estate that the indoor shots need to be done with a drone. But it really depends on what you're trying to go for, who the product's for, that sort of thing.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm having a real. I usually don't have this much trouble with the bucket jump. I gotta say.
Dirt Biking with Dumbasses says, none of the buttons on my Radio Master Pocket are reading in Betaflight help.
So you have to. Yeah. Go ahead.
And make sure you go to, you have a radio model, you're bound to the drone or however you're doing it, right? So that in that radio model, you're going to have a mixes tab. And on that mixes tab, you want to assign the switches to channel 5, channel 6, channel 7. Channel 5 is aux 1, channel 6 is aux 2, and then the 4 sticks are channel 1 through 4. That's how you're going to get those into Betaflight, essentially. That's assuming that's where the issue is, but it sounds like that's the issue.
If you go to my beginner build series, I have a section about setting up aux modes, as well as my EdgeTX tutorial. I have a section on setting up aux modes. But I would go to my beginner, Joshua Bardwell beginner build. Okay, so the secret to the ice wall is that there are sections where the hammer will sink deeper in and grip better. And the guys who are really good at the game have memorized where they are. I have not. I know where some of them are. Oh, see? But if you just have a really delicate touch, you can make your way up the ice wall, even without knowing where they are. It takes some work, though. See, where is it? Oh, this is going to be a little bit of trial and error. If I'm very fortunate, I may finish the game on the stream. Depends.
Global
Oh no! No! Go ahead.
Global Source says, I want to drive my car with a drone. What size would be big enough to get decent airflow?
That's a silly question. I don't know. 13 inches. No. Oh! This is like a part of the game that is like extra frustrating for me. Like a lot of the other parts of the game, I kind of feel like I have them figured out, and I don't always execute successfully, but I feel like I know what I need to do. And on this one, I just kind of don't feel like I know what I need to do very well. There we go. That's a good bite. See, but then I make the move wrong. I don't pull myself up the. Oh, see there, that's a good bite. But now what? Like, oh, see, that's a bad bite. That's not digging in very far. So I have to be very delicate. And then, oh. Ah! See, very frustrating. The ice wall is pretty frustrating. Every other part of the game I kind of feel like I've kind of got a grasp on. But the ice wall is... No. What if we just flailed wildly? Come on, get in there. So I can... I could do it this way, like really slowly. Just hand over hand. Maybe.
Borny FPV says 1103 motor stuttering on min throttle. Ramp up is at max. Any ideas besides raising min throttle? Well, ramp up is not what you want to raise if they're stuttering at starting. You want to raise startup power.
Startup power.
So if you're on Blue Jay, you're going to raise min and max by like 10 or 20 points each, and then try it again after you save and write that to the ESC. If you're on BL Heli 32, what is that? Is it still startup power? It's been a minute. I have to go look.
I'm not sure. That's a tough one. Okay, here we go. Huh. Huh. There's one right here. Yes. Now, don't jump, but just... Okay, we're looking good. Now, super delicate touch right here. Just nice and slow, it doesn't slip. Super delicate touch. Super delicate
FPV,
touch.
if you're saying you have the both min and max start up to the max power already, then something else is wrong, I would say. I mean, you can go up. You shouldn't have to on 1103 motors on any kind of normal ESC. You should not have maxed both min and max startup power and still be getting stuttering if it's working correctly. That's what I would say.
Oh, God, my heart rate's up now. I'm so close. Oh, the radio tower is... I don't have the fastest way on a lot of these. I mean, as evidenced by my overall time. No. But I usually have a way. Oh, nice move. Okay. Oh, that's not going to cut it. Nope. No.
Game Cine asks about the stream. Where the stream is over. 3 minutes past. We are just playing video games because Bardwell likes to play video games.
If I weren't so close to the finish, I would just call the stream. But I'm actually really... This radio tower is the last obstacle in the game. So if I can, like, finish it on stream, I'll feel like I accomplished something.
Is there any way with a PWM ELRS module to FC to get an arm signal for a DJI unit?
A PWM? Because it needs MSP?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think so.
He says he has 03 in Vista. He knows he can get the... Okay, so if you have a Vista, you can turn off low power, and that actually disables low power in the menu.
Yes, correct.
03, it does not. 04, it does. So the only one is 03. If you have an 03, you can't disable, and you must use some kind of device.
You need the 03. You need the 03 armor.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if that'll work with a... That thing still won't work with PWM. Oh! So, man, I made progress. That thing still won't work with a PWM receiver because it needs to take, like, the signal in, doesn't it? So it needs to take the receiver signal in so it knows that you've armed. It's for it's for a digital receiver without a... Come here. Oh, shit. Hang on. It's for a... Go ahead. Does it have a PWM input?
Okay, two things. One is Bry says that is one of the options on the web UI for a pin for ExpressLRS. It might be in 4.0, he's not sure, but they're adding that feature so that you can have a pin out on the ExpressLRS receiver, have an arm signal for DJI.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, the other thing is I said Vista, but that is Vista on the V2 goggles. I think on goggles 2 and goggles Integra, Vista works as an O3, so low power mode does not work.
That is, I believe, correct. Yes! This probably means I've won the game. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I needed to hit that rock a little harder. I don't think I'm going to make it far enough. Oh, hang on. No. Okay, that's a little up. Little up. Little up. There we go. That's going to be a win. Whew! Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! Whew!
All right, I think Ciati is streaming today. We've gotten over it, and now you can get on over
What was my time?
to Ciati.
30 minutes. That's a good time. I got a 20-minute time. That's my current best. 30 minutes is still pretty good for me. Yes. Okay, now I don't have to play getting over it on stream anymore. Oh, and
Now we can start baby steps, right?
I don't know. I've spent a lot of time getting mediocre at getting over it. I'm feeling good about myself. I don't know if I would enjoy baby steps as much, maybe. But I'm psyched that I got the win there on stream. That's pretty fun.